What's your story about Lennox Lewis? Because I used to watch him, and people thought he was boring, which he was, but he had that long jab where you just couldn't get to him.
Yeah.
And then he lost, but because he got into that movie bullshit. And
well, that's basically where my story comes around. So I'm right out of college, I think, and HBO was just playing the special. They must have ran the Hasim Rahman Lennox Lewis special like for 6 hours just. And I'm studying for my 663 and 215 all simultaneously online, after doing the 40-hour cram course, whatnot. So it's just going on. It's just playing and playing and playing and playing. And so finally I'm just kind of like, all right. Hasim basically went to South Africa and was been training there for 3 months, acclimating himself to the altitude, everything. I mean, he's still a long shot, but got to give the man props for really taking his time and his team to do this. Yeah, Lennox Lewis, meanwhile, he's filming Ocean's 11. He's having fun, just not even taking it serious. I mean, it's a serious underdog. And I didn't catch it the first time. I heard. Okay, you're hearing it as they're talking about whoever's narrating the whole thing. I'm hearing it in one ear out the other, but then the next half an hour, I'm hearing it again. I'm hearing it again the next half an hour. I mean, next thing you know, it's been like 3.5 hours that I've been hearing this, and I'm going, let me check this. I was betting at the time, and I was like, all right, let me check what the line is here. And Raheem is plus 1,800, and I was kind of like, well. And so I told my roommate at the time, his name was Phil Reinhardt, if he's seeing this. True story, obviously. So I'm looking at Phil, I go knock on his door, and I'm like, yo, bud. I go, see this line on this match? He goes, hey, it's not happening, dude. He goes, Lennox Lewis is going to beat his ass. Lennox Lewis could film 20 films in a row, and he's not going to lose. I said, but hear me out. I was like, hear me out. I go, the man's been in South Africa for 3 months. He's been there for a quarter of a year. I go, he's ready. He knows what he's doing. I'm like, I'm kind of convinced, maybe he doesn't win, but you know what? I'm going to throw some money on him because just why not? So here we go. Threw about $500.
Yeah.
We go out.
What was the take on the 500?
Yeah, like 3,800, I think. Like, no, 34, 4K. And next thing you know, we go to a party. So we don't even watch the match, right? Thinking Lennox was going to win. But hey, why not?
Right.
And then we go to some after party, and we're hearing all these guys pissed off, I can't believe Lennox Lewis and goddamn Ocean's 11 and this and that.
You're like,
and we're like, oh shit. Like, next we're like, we get home. And get home and just like watch everything. And we had it all like DVR'd and all that. And then we go online and check. And sure enough, it was like, Phil's giving me a hug. He's like, I can't believe we did this. I can't believe we took a shot on this. Because normally a big underdog, man, it's like, Mayweather, Logan Paul. I was there at the fight. I was working it. And was it Logan Paul? Yeah. So I got to tell you,
you were there at the fight?
Yeah, I was there. The stadium being one of my accounts. I was down there.
Good seat
on the floor. No, just working it. Just
Oh shit.
And got to meet Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were cool with Gronk. Gronk walked up.
Oh, Gronk.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
How big is he in person?
Big guy.
Big motherfucker, right?
Yeah. Big guy.
Tough dude.
Talked about his little stint in the WWE. He was a 24/7 champ.
Yeah, his big.
It would have been great if he would have been the 24/7 champ coming to that.
Yeah, right.
But
tell him to come to the next event that you have.
Yeah.
You have the whole fucking. You have cars to.
Seriously.
New York.
Absolutely. So yeah, so they had some good cards, undercards. I think Chad Ochocinco, he boxed as well. But when you see the fight in person, right? I mean, Logan Paul, he looked like Ivan Drago, and Mayweather looked like Rocky. Like I was like Rocky IV. Like it was just, I mean, it's such a it was the reach, and I think that if Mayweather really wanted to hurt him, he could have, but then again, Logan Paul was able to absorb a lot of hits, and it's a heavyweight versus what is he, like a featherweight, I think.
Yeah.
And no, obviously an exhibition match, so there's no refs. So they were booing when they got to that 7th and 8th round. They wanted someone to order these Saks Fifth Avenue shoes. They went really well with my sequential jacket that I was going to wear for the Wings, Wheels, and Fashion Hangar event. I ordered them online. And, when I got them, I was so busy, I didn't bother really trying them on. So here we are setting everything up for the event. Everything is going great. I mean, I'm saying to myself, okay, this is too good to be true. You know, like we're really going to get through this the before part, you know, heading into the event with no problem whatsoever. So they let us change in the locker room where the pilots get changed in the hangar and all that. Take these shoes out. When I stare at them, they're both rights.
Oh, no.
So, yeah. So I'm looking at them and I'm going, are you kidding me? And at one second, I really thought about it. I was like, can I pull this off? I'm like, can I pull this off? I was like, I tried them both on. I tried to walk a little bit. And I said, there's no way. With that runway and getting up on the mic and talking and then walking around 60,000 square feet, you know, it just wasn't happening. So then, you know, from the time that I figured this out to when the event started, and once the event starts, I mean, you have a few minutes, give or take, but then once, you know, you have to assume a lot of responsibilities, I couldn't really leave. So there was the Boca Mall was right there. So, I mean, I walk into this room with all the models, you know, the designer, and I mean, I just kind of say it really like, you know, very just hush hush. I go, ladies, a little emergency came up. I'll be right back. Everything's good. You know, my two partners catch wind of this and like, everything okay? Everything okay? I'm like, yeah, just a little emergency. It's okay. You know, and then I get to the Boca Mall, you know, and here I am. And there's like, you know, the one time I go there, there's a freaking line and a half, you know, and these ladies, I felt so bad. I'm like, they were taking forever. They weren't sure what they were doing. I mean, they had all these clothes and shoes and purses. And I just said, ladies, I've got a charity event for Christ's sakes. I got 100 people waiting for me. I need to buy these shoes now. And they just like stared at me. And I was just like, listen, I mean, it's for the kids, you know, like that.
And that worked, right?
And it worked. And then I got through. And then that was it. But the funny thing was that literally, like, I couldn't believe that I just, you know, two rights.
Right. Well, like, I never check it either. Usually they check it before they check it or when you go buy it.
And I didn't have, and when I went to the Saks first, you know, they didn't have those shoes because clearly they were online and only online stock. And I mean, it was so frustrating. I mean, you should have seen the look on my face. I said, two rights, right? I'm like, a major project that I have going on. Two of them that are just still working on it. I've got one called it's a concert series that I'm working on, and it's going to be in the Loxahatchee, Wellington area. I can't really say too much about it just yet, but I can say that there's a lot of property to use to do some really cool things. You know, I'm not going to be like Tortuga or Sunfest, but it's going to be it's a lot of work at the moment, and I've been working with some people on this, and also finding the right partners, investors. I'm putting money into this, you know, and we're going to try to hopefully, you know, put this off the ground here sometime in October, hopefully, maybe do like a Halloween type event out there. And then again, then we have, you know, some concerts that we're going to probably do in January and March of the following year. So we'll see. But again, it's a huge undertaking. But if we can pull it off the ground, I mean, it's got serious potential, you know. And that's all I can say. Maybe the next time I come here, I can tell you a lot more that I'm working on. It's just a matter of venues. I'm doing a Victor's Secret fashion show. I kind of teased this at the end of last year. The venues didn't want to work with me, the ones I had in mind. And then, of course, you know, now things have improved. You know, at the time last year was COVID. But Victoria's Secret, obviously, you know, for whatever reason, has decided to go different directions with their models. I figured, you know what?
Welcome.
Just you know, throw in the IA, and, you know, my logo is going to look a little bit the same, maybe a little, you know, you got you got the golden arcs and we got the golden arches, you know, the Big Mick and the Big Mac, you know, so, so, I mean, I'm going to be doing a cool fashion show. So the way I'm going to be doing this fashion show, again, I've narrowed it down to 3 venues. It's going to be very much of a secret. So from the models to what you're going to be seeing to what's going to be going around the event to where you're going, because it's Victor's Secret Fashion Show. So when you go on Eventbrite to buy these tickets, and it'll be a charity event as well, I have a charity component in it. But when you buy these tickets, you just have to agree that within this radius from, say, you know, Jupiter to Lake Worth, you know, east of 95, if you're okay with that area, this is an example.
Yeah.
If you're okay with that area on this date, buy your ticket. Then that week, 2-3 days, you're going to get the private email telling you exactly where the location is going to be. And just one of the most rewarding things, if not the most rewarding thing of doing events, is making sure that whoever you're doing this event for is happy and also the people that attend. You know, nothing gets me more off outside of females than doing an event and having someone say, man, that was an awesome event. Great job. I mean, it's just, I love hearing that. And when I hear that, that just keeps me, you know, wanting to do more events and more events and more events.
10 million cash. Would you go one round with Tyson?
15 years ago, I'd say yes. I'd try. Not now. No.
Yeah, if I'm 20, you know, even then, man, I don't know.
I mean, you know, it depends.
We're definitely going to get knocked out. It's a matter of...
I'd have to, you know, smoke out with him first.
Yeah.
I'd have to smoke out with him first. Like, yo, what did you smoke out before you fought? You know,
yeah, give him maybe if he got like a shot of morphine or lithium.
Seriously,
then maybe. But
yeah,
no, you give me $100 million, I'll do it.
Some serious anesthesia. Go see the dentist. You know,
yeah, spike his water.
Yeah, exactly.
50 million. Would you do it?
Yeah, why not?